Good morning. You are listening to First Title National Real Estate Radio Show. I am your host, Doug Dennison, and we are broadcasting from beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, the nation's oldest city at WFOY 1240 AM studios. Through the power of the Internet, this program is being streamed worldwide on 1240 News. The show will also be archived on FirstTitleServices.com and TitleCompany.com. First Title Services is a leading national title agency licensed across the country. Additionally, this show will be posted on YouTube.com. Our radio show mission statement: to provide an educational experience for listeners in a promotional format for real estate sales across the country. We're going to be talking about real estate, different real estate markets across the country. We've got a lot of topics today. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning, Doug. It's Brad Thomas.
Well, Brad, thank you so much for being on the show, and we've had you on the show before, and we wanted you back because you are such a expert in your field. So let me give you the limelight here. Tell us what you do, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Thanks, Doug. And as you recall, I was on the show last time I was on vacation, a weekend vacation, and now I'm on another weekend vacation. So we're splitting up the vacations on the weekend. So
good for you.
Calling you from the car, but yeah, I do. I guess you could call myself an expert in REITs. I've been in real estate for 25 years. I've really practiced all of the sectors, from leasing to brokerage to development. And now in addition to working in the investment banking side of the business with Bull Realty in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm also a contributor for several publications, including Seeking Alpha, The Street, Forbes, as well as the Motley Fool.
Well, those are big media sources, and that's great. And I've been on your website, and there's a picture of you and Donald Trump. I mean, that's pretty good PR.
It is. I was actually talking to my wife earlier about that. I've known. I read Mr. Trump's book about 20 years ago, and I never envisioned that I would be as close to him as I am today. But I really enjoy that relationship, and he's certainly been a mentor for me.
Well, tell me what a REIT is first, and again, we have a wide range of listeners: real estate people, banking officials, media. But tell us what a REIT is.
Sure. REIT is an acronym for Real Estate Investment Trust. And, of course, REITs were formed in 1960, so over 50 years ago by Dwight D. Eisenhower as part of what's called the Cigar Act. So, but the REITs were formed for the very reason that they are utilized so often today. And, by the way, there's $600 billion today in capital in the U.S. market, that's equity REITs only. So we certainly have evolved from 50 years into an industry now that is $600 billion in terms of market capitalization. So it obviously REITs today exist as they existed over 50 years ago, so that the average person could gain access to real estate, in the form of security. And the reason the security element is so important is because they're securities, you get diversification, you get transparency, and most importantly, you get liquidity. And that's basically the value proposition for what a real estate investment trust is.
Well, you are, again, the man in regards to REITs. I want to kind of make this into a weekly type of thing that you call in, kind of give us a tip of the week or an area that you want to focus on. What do you want to focus on this week?
Great. Well, thank you, Doug. And I guess I was up late last night until around midnight writing an article which actually showed up today on Seeking Alpha.
Okay.
And this it's a little fresh on my mind as long as I don't go to sleep. but this, what I want to talk about is realty income. Realty income is and the ticker symbol or the symbol is O. Pretty easy to remember. But realty income is a triple net, or some call a freestanding REIT. In other words, they invest in single-tenant properties like drugstores, auto parts stores, Walmart, Target, and so forth. And Realty Income's been around for over 20 years. The company's been public for 19 years. and their earnings just came out yesterday, so that's why I was up late last night writing this article on the company.
Got it.
The interesting thing about Realty Income, Doug, in the second quarter of 2013, they closed on around between $700 and $800 million of properties. But what was really amazing is they sourced, in other words, they looked at over $15 billion of real estate. Huge amount of supply in the market today. Company this size, I mean, their market cap is around $12 billion today. Their stock's trading around $45 a share. They're paying just under a 5% dividend. But just an amazing story. And what it really boils down to with this company, Doug, is diversification.
Okay.
They've got over 3,700 individual properties in 49 states. There's no other real estate company that I know of that has that deep of a diversification platform.
Well, that's a great tip. And you do a newsletter that comes out that you can subscribe to. How do they find out about that? Because, again, you write and have the best information and the quickest information, the most updated information. How can people get on your website and find out how they can subscribe to your newsletter?
Great. And first of all, I meant to say I should disclose I do own shares in Realty Income.
Okay.
I normally write that on the radio.
Yep.
So I am an investor in the company. And absolutely, you can go to my website, which is www.theintelligentreitinvestor.com. Again, www.theintelligentreitinvestor.com. And we've got all of our articles posted there, as well as our newsletter, which is a bargain at $99 a year.
That is a bargain, and I know I've already seen many articles. They're updated, and you've got VIPs that say that you are the one to subscribe to because it's the best information. One of them is Donald Trump, and that's not bad. Who else is on your website that is saying wonderful things about you?
Sure. Well, the great thing about my job and what I love is that I get to interact with many high-level CEOs and senior executives for some of the best real estate companies, public and private, in the world. So, yeah, it's companies like, you see my picture on the website, like Steve Tanger, the CEO of Tanger Factory Outlets, or Dave Henry, the CEO of Kimco, or certainly Milton Cooper, the founder and chairman of Kimco, Tom Lewis, Realty Income. I mean, there's 140 equity REITs out there. And, Doug, I can't talk to all of them, but I've got a pretty deep Rolodex of these contacts, and I'm in touch with these CEOs on a very regularly basis. I interview them quite often. And one thing I will tell you, I learn a lot of what I learn is really coming from a lot of that knowledge comes from Ben Graham, the value investor, who wrote the book, The Intelligent Investor, hence my website, The Intelligent REIT Investor.
Right.
One of the things that Ben Graham often said is this: the most durable form of education is self-education. And that's exactly why I love what I do, because, all this knowledge that I get, it's not me. I just soak it up from all these smarter CEOs who do this every day, and they make that for a living. And so that's really my platform in a nutshell.
We've got to go, but give us your website one more time.
Absolutely. www.theintelligentreitinvestor.com. And, Doug, thanks again for having me on the show today.
Absolutely. Take care. Have a great weekend, Brad.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Brad Thomas. He is the CEO of the Intelligent REIT Investor. Good stuff. He is well recognized in the field of REITs. He just interacts with the top people in the world of real estate, and Donald Trump, and he named 4 or 5 other people. They are great. We will be back next week. Thank you for listening. Have a good weekend.